Yeah, what's poppin', everybody? It feels like forever since we have been on here. What is really hood in these internet streets right now? Y'all like the title of the video? Yeah, I like the title of the video too. This video and its contents are protected under the Fair Use Act, and this video serves as a review. And today we are going to review Blueface and his probationary terms and his violations of probation. Y'all already know we gonna go all the way in. Everything in this video is allegedly, according to what has been alleged. Blueface violated. How much time will he get? How much time? There's a lot of rumors and speculations out here in these internet streets about how much time Blueface will really get. But baby, we gonna go over it all. Because he is definitely, at some point, if not right now, he's gonna go down. But I just want to say, yeah, one more time, yeah, to the Henny gang. It feels good.
This video and its content are
to the channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I promise you, you will love it here because we don't bite unless you cause us to.
Double MG, the mother niggas fell off. Baby girl, I just wanna see you well off.
Call me crazy shit, at least you call it. Feels better when you let it out, don't it, girl? Know it's easy to get caught up in the moment when you say it cause you mad and you take it all back.
Yes. So before we get started and we get into things, and no, I am not coming up on the camera because I did not feel like getting pretty for the camera today. I felt like being a lazy content creator. Shoot me for it. What's poppin' Sheena? What's poppin' Queen of Petty? Pretty Blue Eyes. Lashana. She sips tea. Queen K. Christine. That 504 girl. Is it cinnamon spelled in a different way? Please let me know if I got that right. Cinnamon Delight is what it looks like. What's poppin' Keisha? What's poppin' Miss TR? What's poppin' Divine RN? What's poppin' Selena? What's poppin' Unique Gang? What's poppin' Buttercup? What's poppin' Latrice? What's poppin' Nina? What's poppin' Shamika? What's poppin'? I always get stuck. I'ma just call you KK today. Okay, KK. What's poppin' Really Real? What's poppin' Lachey? We wear it all. What's poppin'? What's poppin' Pricey Gang? What's poppin' AD? What's poppin' Jacqueline? What's poppin' Creole Gemini? What's poppin' to Michael? What's poppin' Miss Parker? Oh, Miss Poppin', yeah, Miss Parker, I meant, yeah, Miss Poppington is in the cipher. What's poppin' it? What's poppin', Yvette? What's poppin', Black Baby Mean? What's poppin', Peggy, Gail, TSM? Felicia. What is poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? All right, everybody. What's poppin' to everybody? If I didn't get to you, then my apologies, but I do want to get this show on the road, as they say, because we have some things to cover. Okay, I'm going to cover Blueface's probationary period and what his stipulations are, because some people seem to have it all kind of twisted and have me all kinds of messed up because we aren't at that 10-minute mark just yet. So I can't get loose. I don't want YouTube to come over here bothering us, because we be in the bar chilling. But we're going to go over that. We're also going to go over the DNA. Okay, we're gonna go over the crazy in love if it loads in time, but it should be up in time. We're going to go over the DNA, and we're going to go over what was told to Soldier Boy. Because we all know that what was told to Soldier was a lie. The lie detector test determined that was a lie, and Blueface is caught in yet another one. Another one. Sharonda, what's poppin', Sharonda? You made it over here, huh? Let me just go on ahead and copy this link, and let me set the Instagram streets ablaze with this topic, because you know everybody likes to clickbait Chrisean. Why can't clickbait Blueface? And get some of the people's upset. I also would like to give this warning out to all content creators who come onto my YouTube or even go over to my Instagram. If you steal my stuff and don't give me the proper credits or even ask me permission, I will be copyright striking. Okay, because I'm sick of this. The disrespect must stop. Okay, because people want to do things. They want to throw rocks and hide their hands, and then they want to behave as though they've been the ones that are violated. They want to be the victim. Nope, you can't be the victim. Not over here. Sorry, not when you're stealing people's content and you're stopping their bags. You can't be the victim. Sorry, not going to let you get away with it. Okay? If I have to adhere to YouTube's guidelines, rules, and stipulations, you do too. Talking about you didn't know I had a channel. Ciao, boo, bye, and good night. How you didn't know I had a channel? How you ain't know I had a channel? Meanwhile, I post about my channel on my Instagram page, the very same page that you went over to and stole my goddamn content. But you ain't know. I bet you she erased that comment real quick. Yeah, she deleted with the quickness. That's okay, because I got a trick for this. There we go. Now you will never be able to see my channel again. All right, y'all. I hope everyone is in good spirits. Shout out to all 203 million people that are in here right now. So without further delay, we are going to begin and get started. And the first video that we are going to go through is going to be the Blueface trial. Well, not trial, but his court date. Okay, we're going to get to the court date. And we're going to listen to what the judge herself had to say. Because a lot of people would like to make it seem as though people don't know what they talking about. I know what the hell I be talking about. Okay? I know what I be talking about. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I be talking about. So let me go on ahead and put this up. And let me put myself down here. Because, you know, people like to clip up stuff over there on the ticker talker. Yeah, I got something for that too. So this is from his court date where he got sentenced. And we're getting this from Law and Crime. Okay, Law and Crime Network. So that is where this is coming from. This was 2 months ago in Vegas, where he got sentenced for the Vegas strip club pow-powing. All right, so now let's get into it and listen to what the judge had to say so we could chop it up.
The court has properly reiterated the terms of the negotiation. I think since Mr. Ports went into some of the detail, I think it's important for the court to have some context and understand why this negotiation is the way it is.
So we already start off with hearing that there was a negotiation that happened behind the scenes for him to be able to even get this sentence that he got. So all of the he paid whack paid them off things, we can already debunk that because there was a negotiation that happened, and she's getting ready to read the reasons why there was a negotiation. So let's pay attention.
While it is certainly true that Mr. Trailer was involved in a fight with people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight.
Now, Mr. Trailer, for those of you who do not know, for those of you who do know, then you know who it is. But for those of you who do not know, Mr. Trailer is the one that allegedly got pow-powed in the hand with the altercation with Blueface. So what she is saying is that while Mr. Trailer got into an altercation, Blucifer was not involved in said altercation.
And what happened later was Mr. Trailer went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment when the conduct from our client occurs. So while I'm not here.
So now, if you listen to what it is that happened, okay, if you listen to what it is that happened, this is old. Yes, it's old, but we are going through it because there is a lot of people who have it misconstrued about what the terms and stipulations of his actual sentencing was. So we're going through it to clear up and debunk any misconceptions that anyone may have. Okay. So now, if you listen to what she just said, this doesn't even make any sense. Okay. To me, it doesn't make any sense because what you're telling me is this man got into his vehicle, okay, drove very slowly, rolled his window down, displayed a firearm, and then peeled off really quickly, hitting people along the way. And this is when Blucifer decided to pull out his pow-pow and begin to go pow-pow. But he wasn't involved in an altercation, you said. Make it make sense. But let's continue.
Here to minimize it.
Of course, you guys know StreamYard has to come in here and they've got to go ahead and get their little piece in. Okay, we're going to let them get their little money. All right, we're going to skip and we're going to go ahead.
In any way, it's dangerous. There is no doubt. But there is a lot from Mr. Trailer that led up to this. And I think the court should also be aware Mr. Trailer is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Trailer. I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here.
Now, if you pow-powed me, you damn right I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. Now, I understand this. Understand this. It is his lawyer's job to make him look as innocent as possible. So this is why we're going over the BS that was being spoken about on the night of the incident. The woman who got hit by the car should be suing Mr. Trailer and also suing the nightclub, and she should be suing Blueface too. Let's be real. The person whose vehicle was hit should be suing Mr. Trailer, the nightclub, and Blueface as well. So at the end of the day, oh, thank you, pretty blue eyes. So at the end of the day, bringing that up to me in court as a person who is not a legal expert, but as a person who is listening, none of this gives any valid excuse for him to have pulled out what he pulled out and did what he did. Because by his lawyer's own admission, he was never a part of the original altercation. He inserted himself into said altercation. Okay, but that's my interpretation of it. If that's not how you interpret it, then you can feel free to express how you're viewing this down in the comment section below. But let's continue listening.
But then Mr. Trailer met up with friends over at Town Center in a parking lot, didn't call the police. He was in his employer's work truck, and he must have realized the next day that he needed to explain why he got into an accident and hit these other cars in his employer's work truck. And only then did he decide to make a police report.
Now, do you see how when you don't file a police report immediately, how they try to weaponize that against you? I want you to see that, because this is something that is very common, because they want to know why you didn't file a police report right away. Well, let's take a look at all of the common sense, obvious things that may have happened here. They're coming out of a strip joint. They just finished seeing girls shaking it down. They just had an altercation. Everybody's probably drunk. He's there in his work truck. He's not supposed to be there in the work truck, and he's been drinking. And he had an altercation. And there were firearms involved in this situation in the work truck. So would you call the police immediately after the incident happened, like right there at the nightclub? Would you call the police right there at the nightclub as the incident is happening when you've got somebody pow-powing at you? Does it make sense? No, you wouldn't do that. But I want you guys to see how when you're going to go for a lawsuit, how when you don't file that police report right away, how it looks bad in the court's eyes, and they can try to weaponize it against you. But let's continue.
And he did have some kind of a graze wound on his hand. Again, no one here to minimize that. I think the court needs to understand that there's a dynamic here.
Now, for her to say that he has a graze on his hand, it's not to minimize it. Then what did you say that for? It is to minimize it. It is to minimize it. To make it seem like it's not that big of a deal, Judge. It was just a graze. But if the man works with his hands, even a graze is going to impact his life, don't you think?
I think because of the civil litigation, Mr. Porter's probably going to opt not to address the court, but I'll let him decide that. The negotiation is reasonable given the circumstances of this case. The other incident that Mr. Ports references has to do with taking a cell phone from a woman, and that is who was filming him, and the woman was actually punched by a female colleague of Mr. Porter's. But again, not trying to minimize, I didn't come.
Why does she keep trying to say she's not trying to minimize when she's minimizing? Child.
We didn't come in here to minimize. We came in here to say that the negotiation is reasonable and the court should follow it. I would add, he does live in California and will be seeking interstate compact transfer under the interstate compact agreement.
So now what he has, well, we'll continue to watch, but let's put a pin in that word. Let's put a pin in that word. Okay, let me go back so I can write it down.
State compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 under the interstate compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 to 36 months is appropriate versus the state's position of 4 to 10. There is no restitution request in this case. I noted from the probation report, and I assume that's because Mr. Trailer is going to pursue his remedies in some civil suit.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look that up, okay? And it's the Interstate Compact Agreement. Because this very well may explain okay, so now let's share this screen for a moment. So, an interstate compact is a contractual agreement made between two or more states in which the assigned parties agree on a specific policy issue and either adapt a set of standards or cooperate with one another on one particular regional or national matter. Okay, so that's what a big. So basically, I'm trying to. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Don't y'all come for me because I spelled wrong. Leave me alone. Okay. Okay, let's add probation to it. No. Okay, an interstate compact agreement allows offenders to serve their probation sentence in another member state. This is called an interstate compact probation. This can be helpful for offenders who are struggling to meet conditions of probation in their home state. So basically, this is why Blueface has a Los Angeles probationary officer, because he has an interstate compact agreement. Thank you, Melissa, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. So a lot of people were saying that the reason why Blueface had the reason why Blueface had a Los Angeles PO officer was because he had a case in Los Angeles. But now we see that the reason he has that oh, shoot. Okay, look at you commenting while you watch on the TV. Hey, girl. So this is why he has a probation officer in Los Angeles and one in Las Vegas. This is why when people are posting that information, there's two, because of this interstate compact agreement that he has. So it's obvious that he did get this into place as part of his terms and agreement.
And it does appear that Mr. Porter has credit time served for 22 days by my read of the probation report. So we would ask that the court, I don't think that there's any opposition to the order out. I thought that the strip corridor ended at Sahara.
I did too, and that's why I was curious to see if there was a separate order related, because I think what the focus is if he's going to be interstate compacting, obviously,
right,
limited issue there, but if he's going to be here, the request being made that.
I chose Wix for my business because of its
Okay, guys. So it's obvious that the judge gave him, we're going to let the commercial play for a second, but it's very obvious that the judge did give him the interstate compact. Okay. So now we're going to answer your question. Yes, Jaden was there during this sentencing. So now we're going to continue on.
To the extent casinos and sort of those environments might be not appropriate during probation.
Right.
I understand the ask. I just wanted to see how it covered it. And they know that they changed it somewhat recently, and I don't have a copy of it here.
I mean, if you wanted to include it to strip corridor to the 95, that's fine. I think you could just say it that way. I just don't think that the traditional order out region covers downtown.
But he's not otherwise seeking to not have the order out or be employed in those areas or anything like that.
We're not opposing it. He doesn't live here, and it's fine, and that's fine.
Mr. Porter, is there anything that you would like to say on your own behalf today? I appreciate that you have the other matter pending, but it's up to you entirely. This is your opportunity to say something, but you're certainly not. Okay. Mr. Porter's going to decline to speak on his own behalf today.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ms. Wildeveld is reminding me. There's one thing in the PSI that's not accurate.
Okay.
In the criminal history, it shows that there was a restraining order. That was dismissed.
Which page are we looking?
Oh, so remember when Let me come back over here for a second. So remember when everybody was wondering about these restraining orders that they had in place? Because remember, at one point in time, Chrisean had a restraining order on him and he had a restraining order against her. The restraining order is no longer existent. So this is why he's able to go kick her door in at 4 a.m. because the restraining order doesn't exist. That's why. But for those who were saying that there was never a restraining order in place, there's your proof that there was a restraining order. Now, do y'all see why it's good to go back sometimes? Yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, I think page 4. It's
At the bottom of the page.
It's at the very bottom, supplemental information. That restraining order was dismissed in August.
All right, it looks like it just had, when they found out the original expiration term, they were not aware that it had been dismissed. I
Right,
did not
yeah.
rely on that in any way for today's purposes.
Okay.
So the restraining order has been dismissed since August. But do you know what that means? That means that he and Chrisean were both around each other when they had restraining orders. But let me shut up and mind my business. That's not why we're here. Okay, let's keep going.
Are we focusing on the prior history?
Wait. I'm sorry. Let's go back for a second. We got to go back and revisit that. I can't just skip over that. Like, I just cannot skip over that. The restraining order was dropped in August. Chrisean had the baby in September. See, now I got to find out when they got the restraining orders against each other. Because that would mean that when they was at, ooh, bye. No,
And in all candor, the weapon history, but we'll make that note for the record here today, that although there apparently was a protective order, that it's not currently operative.
Okay, great, thank you.
It's time now to hear from Mr. Traylor. Are you ready to come up, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to be at council table or at the podium? Okay, come on up before you do your testimony.
Okay, so Nay, we're reviewing Blueface's actual court date, and we're going through the sentencing. We're watching this and combing through it with a fine-tooth comb. And they just discussed the restraining order that he had. Now, remember, he and Chrisean both had restraining orders against one another at one point in time. The restraining order is non-existent. It was dropped in August. So right now, we just found out two things here. Okay, we found out two things. We found out, number one, the reason why he has a lawyer in Los Angeles is not because of a court case that he had in Los Angeles, but because he has an interstate compact agreement, in which that is an agreement between two states where basically one PO, no, because that's separate from this. That's separate from this. Interstate compact agreement, right? And that's where the POs are basically working together for him to be able to make it to his PO appointments on time with no problems. No, Nay, not for the man he shot, because this is a separate issue. It was brought up as a separate issue. Okay, so we found out that's why he has an LA probation officer. That's why the LAPO. Now we found out the restraining order was dropped in August. Because that was a separate issue. They just said it was a separate issue. Either way, I'm going to look for the restraining orders.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your full name, spelling your first and last name for the record.
Kentavious Trailer, KentaB as in boy, IUS, last name Trailer, TRAYLOR.
And Mr. Trailer, what is your testimony today for the court?
So first of all, I just want to start by saying thank you, Judge. I'm just completely disappointed in this complete process, actually. From the DA to his representation to him to everything. It's just all been a complete drop of the ball on my end. I have complete lost faith in the justice system.
Make it make sense for me then. Because at the end of the day, why would that even be an issue if he didn't violate the restraining order between he and the victim? That wouldn't be coming up. This shooting in itself has nothing to do with Chrisean. No.
Yeah, this crime has done nothing but take a toll on my life since the day it happened. I haven't been able to get work. Everything has gone down the drain. And yeah, I just feel like this has not been done on my case. I mean, this hasn't been done on my behalf. I know people who get more time for stealing bubble gum, honestly. I know people who do more time for stealing TVs than they do for shooting somebody. I'm just completely disappointed in all of this.
I started at Purdue Global because it was really easy.
Yeah, I hate the way my name was ridiculed in the social media before I could even find out about it. Like I said, just this complete process has been a complete drop of the ball. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's a complete drop of the ball, and that's it. It is what it is.
And Mr. Trailer, I really appreciate you expressing the frustrations that you have, and I know that the outcome here today won't change that because what the negotiation is has a certain range of sentence and a certain
but
aspect
even that, like I said, I feel like those terms and conditions. I know myself included would have more than that for domestic violence for this or that. He has this going over multiple states, multiple this, multiple that. You guys are arguing semantics on can he come here to make money? And so he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be out and walking around. He doesn't deserve any of that, honestly. But because he has a little bit of money and a little bit of a name, you guys are going to give him that, and that's okay. But just at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to say my piece. And like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
Understood. Mr. Trailer, and I'm not trying to convince you anything otherwise, and I'm not having a dialogue with you here.
Lord, I've been talking all this time and y'all ain't even hear me. I'm back. So here's the thing. This man is 1000% correct in the way that he is addressing the court and what he is saying. Because this is why he's getting away with it. But I still think he's a CI. I'm just saying. I never seen them do a victim like this neither. Okay? I just did. Oh, shit. My brother River is in here. That's what I said. Right. Tory Lanez got 10 years for, and he ain't even shoot her in the foot. She got fragments, which means that it was like ricochet fragments into her feet. And he got 10 years. And they suspended his sentence again. He ain't tell not one lie when he said that this is basically egregious, okay? They didn't listen to this victim at all. They allowed him to address the court. But then look at what the judge said to him, that she wasn't trying to engage in a dialogue with him. What? What do you mean? You owe this man an explanation.
Like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
Understood. Mr. Triller, and I'm not trying to convince you anything otherwise, and I'm not having a dialogue with you here. I'm just trying to give you the wrap up here that we are going to conclude this case. It sounds like you have another process pending. So
yeah, but that has nothing to do with how I feel about this in general.
Again, not a dialogue.
Yeah.
I'm just sharing some information with you. Okay. I understand that. I'm not trying.
So you don't want to engage in conversation with him? You don't want to engage in conversation with the victim to help him understand what's going on? You don't want to dialogue with him? You don't find that suspicious? Continue.
I'm trying to convince you of anything different. I'm trying to tell you that we're going to complete this process here today. Yeah. To the extent that it closes out this process, good or bad, obviously bad from your perspective, it will close it out. And I hope that you'll use the other process to find whatever relief it is that you are seeking. It not meaning whatever I presuppose any outcome there, but just that there is another avenue. And the court is going to act within the parameters of what it has here and bring this matter to a close. But I can assure you, I'm not giving anybody any breaks because of any status they have or money they have. I'm working within a system and within a negotiation, and I try.
Bullshit. 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 I need my soundboard. Bullshit. Because at the end of the day, don't say that his celebrity is not playing a part in this. Because number one, his celebrity was able to pay for those paid lawyers. That's one. Two, his celebrity is making an influence on your decision because he has a little bit of clout, a little bit of fame, and a little bit of money. And I mean a little bit, okay? A little bit. Because if this was the average Joe Schmo in this court, there would be no talks of compact interstate agreements and all types of, there would be none of this. You would go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. You would be straight up in Click City, door slammed behind you, and he'd still be serving his time right now. So don't say that because of his celebrity that he's not being treated differently. He is. And we clearly saw that, and we're seeing it in the way that this man is being treated. Even the way that he's expressing himself is being dismissed. She's very dismissive with how he feels, and he's the victim in this case. Normally, most courts are sympathetic when it comes to victim impact statements because that's what he's giving, is a victim impact statement. But okay, let's continue.
Trust my counsel to make negotiations for reasons, and I appreciate that that's not going to sit well with you. I just thank you for your time here today and letting us know how you feel about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's important.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. You may take your seat if you wish to stay.
Did y'all see him get the selfie? Did you see him get his selfie picture? Wait a minute, we gotta go back. We gotta see that again. Hold on.
Thank you for your time here today and letting us know how you feel about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's important.
Yep.
Look it.
Mr. Taylor. You may take your seat if you wish to stay.
I'm weak. He said, but before I go, a selfie. You can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up. I saw the picture, but to actually see him take the picture was hilarious. He stood right in front of the court, in front of the judge, and took the picture. Now, you know you're not supposed to have your cell phones when you are in a court of law, and that man did not care. Look at how bothered. Look at how bothered they are. Look at her face. Let's zoom in. Oh, no, I can't zoom in. I wish I could zoom in. I hope y'all could see her face because that is classic and priceless.
At this time, the court will proceed with the sentencing of Mr. Porter. And,
Okay, y'all, we
as,
getting to the
per
sentencing.
negotiations, we will go ahead. I'm going to give an opportunity of probation to Mr. Porter. Same discussion with you, Mr. Porter, that I had with another gentleman this morning. You are here and doing probation here unless and until you are affirmatively approved, meaning given actual permission by the Parole Probation Department to travel out of state, whether it be a travel pass initially or your interstate compact, but you have to be here doing your probation. And I'm going to go through the terms and conditions and your underlying sentence and all the specifics. And I want to emphasize something here before I even get to that point. I don't typically go through the standard conditions of probation one by one because I don't feel it's necessary. I know that they're applicable and then figure when you go through your orientation process and all that. Someone who has some prior history may be familiar already with some of those things. But the main point that I have for you here is the weapons, is the guns. You know you cannot have guns. There's no confusion on that point. And if you choose to roll guns, then that's your choice. But I will tell you, if you get caught doing that, you get brought back here on any kind of probation violation, especially anything involving weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. You are playing with your liberty, your life, obviously, but you're playing with your liberty if you're going to have guns and do anything that's going to violate your probation in that regard. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thus far, we are at no weapons. And that if he is brought back there on any probation violation, she will not hesitate to sentence him. But no weapons is already there. Anybody want to debate that? That was trying to debate it last night about no weapons? Feel free, but it's right there. The judge
I don't want
said
there to be
it.
any confusion. I hear people who say things about, I didn't realize I couldn't, do this or that or have pictures with them or whatever. No, 0 guns around you where you are of any kind. And that needs to be quite clear. Somebody just handed me the order out and it looks like Sahara to Russell does not cover downtown. So I'm gonna account for that. So I'm going to adjudicate Mr. Porter this time guilty of discharge firearm at or into occupied structure via aircraft or watercraft. His underlying sentence will be a minimum of 24, maximum of 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections suspended.
So he's got a sentence of 24 to 60 months in Nevada. This is the suspended sentence I'm going to assume. I am not into, yeah. So that is 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years. 24 is 2, 60 is 5. Is it? Wait a minute. 12 times 5. Yeah, it's 5 years. I was right. But I got to check behind myself. Okay. So that's what that says right there. But let's listen.
With probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections suspended. With probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have to pay the $25 return assessment fee, $3 DNA question.
So this is the sentence that was suspended, a 2 to 5 year suspension. A 2 to 5 year sentence is suspended. He is on probation for 36 months. 36 months is 3 years. So he's on probation for 3 years.
Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight.
Ah, shit.
And what happened
is that there is another avenue, and the court is specifics. And I want to emphasize something here before I even get to that point. I don't typically go through the standard conditions of is the guns. life, obviously, but you're playing with your lips. And it looks like Sahara to Russell does
My
not. fall
apologies,
downtown.
guys.
So,
I hit the wrong damn thing.
Aircraft and watercraft. His underlying sentence will be a minimum of 24, maximum of 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections, suspended with probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have to pay the $25 return assessment fee, $3 DNA collection fee, $150 DNA analysis fee. As we noted, no restitution being requested. We do have, I'm not going to impose a fine. I do have the standard conditions of probation, as I noted, including any weapon requirements applicable. Special conditions will include, and we'll just start there because that was the discussion, that he is ordered to stay out of the strip corridor. And he's also ordered to stay out of any gating facility, institutions, or what would be indicated as the downtown corridor, the equivalent of the strip corridor. So effectively, and again, until he interstate compacts, he can only be in those areas if he has work application or some other legitimate basis to be there, not.
So he has to stay out of strip clubs, casinos, and the downtown area in Las Vegas unless he is there for work. Unless he is there for work.
As a pastime, as a just killing time in the areas in any way, shape, or form. And so the order out is for the strip corridor and the downtown corridor. We will also require him to have no contact whatsoever with Mr. Trailer or his family. I appreciate that it sounds like others are having contact. I'm not going to say on your behalf, but directly when you're directing it, but clearly that's happening to the extent that there can be any effort to ensure that Mr. Trailer is not being harassed for this situation or.
Now, did you hear that? Now, he has to have no contact with the victim, which is very common. However, people have been reaching out to the victim and his family, obviously making threats, intimidating. Now, see, that stuff sounds right up the schoolyard and whack 100's alley. To make threats, to intimidate, all of that. Now, that sounds like some whack shit. Okay?
Having contact, so be it. But your obligation is no contact that you initiate or that you initiate through anyone else by any means or medium of any kind. We want you to understand that I think impulse control counseling would benefit here as well to make better choices in the future in these circumstances.
Impulse control counseling. Now, I'm going to ask this question, even though I already know what y'all going to say. Does it seem like he's been going to impulse control counseling? Does it seem like that to you? Because I know for damn sure he ain't been going to no damn impulse control counseling, because if he was going to impulse control counseling, he wouldn't be doing half of the shit that he's doing now. Okay? But you hear it. This is why I wanted to go through this so that we can have a clear understanding of what the hell it is that he's supposed to be doing.
No use, possession, or control of alcohol or drugs. That includes marijuana. I take that very seriously for all probationers, so we have compliant probation.
No alcohol or drugs at all. No alcohol or drugs.
I want you to have structure to your probation, so full-time employment is required to comply with any curfew that may be imposed, report within 48 hours, so no later than Wednesday, to the probation department to get started on the process.
So they said full-time employment. He's an entertainer. But do you think this is how MILF music comes into play? Right. He's got a whole fucking closet. And if you look in his video, he just recently started refilling that closet too. Oh, he get high and drunk if he got time to go live and let me go marinate. Curfew. We don't know if he has a curfew or not. He probably doesn't because he's an entertainer.
Process, do not take for granted that you need to be doing all of these things and that somehow someone's going to look the other way on that. You need to report, you need to be compliant at all times. And in addition to the standard search clauses, I have one special search clause that any digital storage media that you have access to or use, including computers, handheld communication devices, network applications associated with devices, social media, remote search services are also need to search. You must write all passwords, unlock codes, and account information associated with those items with or without a search warrant at the request of probation or its agents as to the count 2 adjudication.
Did y'all hear that? Let me go back because she went through that very quickly, very rapidly. But she is talking about all digital media. Now, I said this on my IG live last night. That means computers, laptops, hard drives, cell phones. He has to give up all the passwords to those things at any given point in time. At any given point in time. Whenever they ask for it, with or without a search warrant, he has to give it up. That's what she basically just said. She sped through it, but that's what she said.
We're using including computers, handheld communication devices, network applications associated with devices, social media, remote search services are also need to search. You must write all passwords, unlock codes, and account information associated with those items with or without a search warrant at the request of division of probation or its agents. As to the count 2 adjudication, that is the battery, misdemeanor, also this magistrate give you credit for time served, so your probation's only going forward on the 1 count. But you do have a significant sentence hanging over your head. It's not the max the state asked for, but it is still significant. I'm not undermining any of your prior history. I'm looking at this case and the circumstances as I understand them, but I do want to be clear that, again, I will not hesitate for you to spend a significant amount of time in prison in the state of Nevada if you do not comply with this probation in all respects and you do not stay away from those weapons and any of that comes to light for us.
Now, we can stop right there. So as to the case with Chrisean, well, I can't even say with her, but as to the case that was had in Las Vegas with the young lady and the cell phone, it appears that that case has been hit with time served. So it's no longer a case. I have to run and get ready to do this cast. Love this content, Sissy. Thank you so much, Brother River. I love you. I got to check in with you and Sissy tomorrow. I've just been going through some things, so you know. But I love you. Have a good broadcast. Y'all go check out my Brother River. That's what I said. He talks about financial things and a lot of other stuff. Really dope podcast. He and his wife, my sissy Connie, they do a great, amazing podcast. So if you want to check them out, you can check them out. So now that case is time served. It's no longer in existence. It doesn't hold anything. It's done. Okay. But now we have gone through all of what his probation is. And if y'all didn't write it down, I did. And I'm going to repeat it one more again. Okay. This man has a suspended sentence of 24 to 60 months held over his head, and his probation is not to exceed 36 months, which is 3 years. Okay. He had to pay a $2,500 DNA and all other stuff, but he had no restitution and no fines to pay. Yes. That's how the court knew they was together, Nay. Yes. Yes. Because of the cell phone case, that's how they knew those two were together. Because he took the girl's phone and allegedly, Chrisean hit the girl. So now these are the stipulations of his probation. I'm going to go over it. There's 7 of them. I'm going to go over them one more again. No weapons. Stay out of the strip clubs, casinos, and downtown area of Las Vegas unless he is there for work. No contact with the victim. Impulse control counseling. No alcohol or drugs. Full-time employment and adhere to curfews. And any digital devices and social media passwords must be given up with or without a search warrant at any given point of time. Exactly, Nay. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. We here, Nay. We here. Now you seeing what I'm saying. Yes, Paula, this is why he brings the strippers to him. But that's just in Vegas, because she didn't say in California as well. She just said in Vegas. He can't be in the strip clubs, he can't be in the casinos, and he can't be in the downtown area. Okay. Well, actually, the restraining order was dropped. So, you know, it is what it is. So 4 a.m. at Rock's house is no, it's not a violation because there's no restraining order any longer. Thank you. Thank you. All those people that said Rock was lying, look at that. Okay, so you're asking, what is his probation in California? Will they extradite him for violation? The reason that he has a PO in California is because he is under the Interstate Compact Agreement. So for those of you who are just now getting here, this is why he has a PO in LA that he has to report to. He also has one in Las Vegas. But because of this Interstate Compact Agreement, this is how he has the two. So he's supposed to report to the one in LA, and he has to report to the one in Vegas when they ask him to. What they say she was lying. They said she was lying about having those restraining orders. Yes, it's just Vegas. It's just Vegas. She didn't say ever anywhere. She just said Vegas. She didn't say he can't be on social media. What she said is he has to turn over all the passcodes. So every computer, laptop, iPad, whatever he has that's an electronic device, his cell phone, he has to turn over the passcodes, and all of his social media passwords have to be given up at a moment's notice. Okay. Now let's go over the things that he's not adhering to. No weapons. Well, we just heard Chrisean say that Jaden came out of the house with a pow-pow, with a firearm, okay, in her hand. So that's a violation. Stay out of the strip clubs, casinos, and downtown Las Vegas only for work. Well, we just seen him drinking in a club downtown Las Vegas after he was at the Zeus network, and he wasn't there networking. He was there chilling. So that's a violation. Impulse control counseling. He has not been going to that because he has been more impulsive than ever. So that's a violation. No drugs or alcohol. We know that's a lie. So that's a violation. Full-time employment. Well, he's hired by MILF Music. So there you go. He's got employment. Digital media, social media, we don't know if they've asked for that, but we know he's been violating the fuck out of everything all over social media and has been leaving digital prints for all of us to see. And all of us who report on celebrity news and gossip or anything like that, guess what? We all got the receipts. So PO, at any point in time, feel free to come over to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere, and type his name in, and there you will find all of his violations right there for you. live and in living color. The only two that he has not violated that I can see right now is contact with the victim and full-time employment and curfew, because we don't know if he has a curfew because he be out all the damn time. So there's only 2 out of the 7 that he's actually kept up with. Now, ain't that about a bitch? He was just sentenced 2 months ago. And I swear to you, it feels like it's been longer than that. But according to laws and crime, because they broadcast it as it was happening, if I'm not mistaken, either way, they posted it the day that he got sentenced. So that was 2 months ago. It feels like it's been longer than that because of all of the shenanigans and fuckery that he has put us through online. We are tired of being abused by Mr. Porter. Can the courts please step in and give him the sentence? Now, she keeps saying that she will give him a very healthy sentence, but you just suspended a 2 to 5 year sentence to give him a 36. You suspended a 24 to 60 month suspension, which is a 2 to 5 year sentence, to give him 3 years probation. This ninja is supposed to be on probation for 3 years, and he ain't even last 3 months without violating. Child. Now, ain't that about nothing? Let your head wrap around that for a moment. Okay. While I pull up this next receipt. Where's it at? Because I hate when my receipts don't want to be in order how I put them. There we go. A mess. Girl, this a hot ass mess. You hear me? This is a hot ass mess. So, I want to get to this part of the Soldier Boy because I can't be on here too long, guys. I've been on an hour. I have to feed my children. I've already started cooking. So I've been running back and forth. Y'all got to share me. Y'all know that. But we're going to listen to this and then we're going to review some things. Y'all ready?
Your baby mama fucking Offset and you snitched about it and cried. That's not my baby mama, scientifically proven. Post the DNA results then, lame ass nigga. For what? So we can know you ain't capping like you always do. Internet. You want me to post? You want me to post my name, my address, post the DNA place results. I went to get the test that so everybody could show up there and do police shit, right?
Look at this. What is this? What is this shit?
Negative. For what? For you? Blew it out. Soldier. You know that's Soldier, your son. Claim your son. Soldier, listen. Claim your son. Claim your son. Soldier, listen. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't post the results. I can't post the name of the place I went to. Man, you know how many people are listen, bro. You know how many people are gonna show up there? Ain't nobody showing up, nigga.
You gotta watch Soldier Face, man.
Nigga, man, I don't want to hear. You know how many people are gonna overthrow that place and try to make it seem like it's false narrative? Bro, I don't gotta do none of that. Yes, you do, Blue. For what? For what? Because that's your son, nigga. Says who? Says me, nigga. Until you post the results, nigga. Nigga, your child is my child, nigga. I got a little sperm on top of that. Why you sound like you about to cry? I got sperm on top of that. Why you sound like you finna cry, blood? Your child has a little bit of my DNA. You finna cry. Your child has my DNA, Soldier. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure this shit out right now, Blue Butt. Your child has my DNA, Soldier. So you really mad about your bitch right now, so you just taking that on.
He's taking sips of the alcohol when he dips off camera. I'm going to show y'all in a second that he's drinking in this live.
The world. No, I'm mad that you decided to take that little bullshit interview, and I even said, shout out to Soldier. I said, why the fuck you keep bringing up Soldier? I don't even know why how that even became a thing. You decided, oh, I'm gonna use this as clout, and I'm gonna go online and say, I'm gonna fuck this person, I'm gonna fuck that, fuck him, fuck his baby mama, disrespect this, disrespect. So now we're here. Why can't you admit that?
I let that play because I thought that was where Soldier started twitching his mouth, making fun of him. Cause that jaw was going. Now, I would like for y'all to divert your eyes. I think this is it, to the screen.
You want to call it? I fuck with
Yes,
you.
look,
The nigga
watch,
the interview,
y'all.
I wasn't tripping off the interview.
Let me slow it down. Hold on. We're going to slow this bitch all the way down. And then I'm going to turn the sound off because I don't want nobody to be distracted when we watch this. And I'm leaving my watermark up. Yeah. So if you steal this, just know you're going to post my watermark. Let's watch together. Watch Blue Butt. Watch him. Don't even blink right now. Keep an eye on the screen. Look it right there. Uh-huh. Y'all see it? Damn, I wish I could make the screen bigger. Maybe I can. Hold on, y'all. No, it won't let me zoom. Ooh, y'all make me sick. Why y'all won't let me zoom in? But y'all see that glass, right? Mm-hmm. Now watch him. Now he notices what he did. Watch him try to straighten himself up in the camera. Look. Too late. We synced you already. We synced you. You not slick. I got you. I got you. Blue Butt, I got you. I got you. I'm going to play it again. Look in any closet. Blowing kisses at somebody. And raising his glass. Raising his glass. And then he remembered, oh shit, I'm on live. And tried to clean it up. Too late, mofo. I done caught you. I caught you. That's just like, no, I don't want subtitles. Hold on. I want the playback speed to be normal. Okay? Because I'm going to take you to another spot, but I need y'all to listen closely. Okay? Listen closely.
Yeah, this shit funny as fuck, man. This shit hilarious. That's mine.
Okay, you could barely hear it, but he slams a glass down. Look. Hear it?
This shit hilarious, man.
Did y'all hear the glass? Listen when don't pay attention to what he's saying or the music. I want you to listen for the glass going down on the table.
Oh my goodness, man. This shit funny as fuck. This shit hilarious. That's mine. This shit hilarious, man. That's why. That shit hilarious.
Right there. That's where he took a drink at. I did load the 2-minute live that he did. He did like a 2-minute live, I think, prior to that. Because he does it again in this live. This is a different live. This is a different live. This is a live he was only on for 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Listen closely, because he's going to slam another glass down. He's drinking. There go the glass. And there go the Red Bull chaser. When he turns to the side, he's taking a drink. Listen to the glass. Another one. Mm-hmm. Now, in reference to the DNA, shoot. There you go. Oh, the one that I wanted did not. I must have loaded it to the wrong channel. Which channel am I on? Oh, shit. I hope I didn't post that to my Straight Henny period page as public. I didn't. That was quick. They trying to hit me with a damn copyright strike already on that video. Ain't that about nothing? Channel violations are issued when we remove content because a copyrighted owner sent us a complete and valid legal request asking us to do so. Oh, this was a warning. Okay. I was about to say I'm done. Like y'all was about to hear me get off this damn live, okay, and be done. I ain't even gonna hold you because I'd have lost my shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. All right. So he had a different type of energy when it came to this. Okay. And because these mofos like to play dirty, we're gonna speed it up. And we're gonna turn on the CCs. But this is the original DNA test.
Come on.
I got the DNA.
You got the DNA?
The DNA. You want to say any last words?
Any last words? Okay.
Okay.
I said it.
Oh, that was a nervous kiss.
For me or you?
Let me read it. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna do that instead.
So you want me to read
Yeah,
it?
because I don't know. I'm nervous. Because you made me nervous.
I made you nervous?
What? What is it? Babe, can you look for it?
I'm trying.
We're gonna go back and forth
time,
between
right?
the two. Is this the receipt? What?
I'm trying to read it.
You taking too long, babe. What is the percentages and shit? I thought it was gonna be like yes. No.
Oh no, I mean
Don't be looking at me like that.
I feel like this part. But it's like kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me hear the father. Babe, that's me, your father.
Is not.
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah, can you give me a kiss? You a weird ass nigga. What? You don't want it to? You don't want it to be it?
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
Weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Are you confident? Because you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you the father. They can't tell you like whatever, I guess.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Next step.
What?
Gotta find out what it is. What it's gonna be.
Are you kidding me? I should be whooping your ass right now.
Damn. Why?
What you mean why? What you mean why?
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it wasn't. You acting like I said it wasn't. I said the percentages, the chances.
Okay, you know what? That's enough of that. Cause y'all in my business.
Wasn't. I didn't say it wasn't. You acting like I said it wasn't. I said the percentages, the chances.
Okay, that's what I wanted to show. Nay, you still in here?
At least you can get some pregnant treatment now.
Nay, are you still in here? Because Nay asked about her throwing the paper at him. I guess she left. But that's when, remember she said she crumbled up the DNA and she threw it at him?
At least you can get some pregnant treatment now.
What?
Okay. Things out. The percentages, the chances.
See her? You see her throw it?
Okay. Things out. Looking forward to it. At least you can get some pregnant treatment now.
What?
So you can get some pregnant treatment now.
I don't want no treatment.
Shut up. She good.
I love you, but
What's that? What's that mean? Say some dumb shit, go ahead. That's what I thought.
don't think you would. Stop playing. Like you should be scared right now.
Why?
Stop playing.
Why should I be scared?
Because you got me fucked up. What do you mean? I can't watch that because I'm gonna get angry. He seemed so happy and relieved. He seemed very happy and relieved. And if you watched Crazy in Love season 2, then you saw how affectionate he was with her. Just as much as you love someone, it's just as much as you can end up turning that love into something else. Right. She crumbled it up because he kept playing with her. And she was done with that shit. She was over that. Yes, he is. He's very super mad that she left. But now, I don't know where we got this 10 years from when it comes down to Blueface and him violating his probation. I don't know where the 10 years came into play at, because we all sat here and we all listened. We listened to what was said. It is a maximum of 5 years. The original suspended sentence was 2 to 5 years. He's on probation for 3 years. Okay? I want y'all to remember that he is not supposed to be taking any drugs or alcohol as per the judge. But there are also other stipulations, as we discovered, that he is violating. Blueface has violated probation multiple times. And when he goes down, if he goes down, Blueface is looking at right now a possibility of 5 years. This is why I wanted to do this video, because a lot of people missed all of the facts. A lot of people missed the list of things that he's supposed to be doing that he's not. We just read that out of the 7 things he's supposed to be doing, he's violated 5 things on that list. 5. So my question is, when does he get violated? When does the violation come into play? And you're right, Taylor. He thinks he's untouchable. So it makes me question, are they allowing him to keep going with what he is doing? Because the more comfortable he gets, the more lax he becomes, the more he takes probation as a joke, the more of a case they build against him. And the reason why I keep going to they're building a case against him is because when that victim stood up in that court and said what he said, the way that Blueface is behaving, they made a mockery of that court. He made a mockery of that court from the beginning. Nah, he ain't got that much money. He ain't that powerful to have a judge on his payroll, not in Nevada anyway. This is in a whole nother state. Now, yes, he very well could be 12. I'm not giving that possibility up either. Because he could very well, with a RICO case coming down the pipeline, I could see him very well snitching on the very people he's sitting and eat with every day. But I could also see him going down for a RICO because everybody that runs with him is a part of his squad, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, and to avoid a YouTube strike. Oh, and I wasn't copyright stricken, y'all. I did do a video on him and Soldier arguing, and that is on Straight Henny Period, where I was talking about why Soldier kept saying that, the things that Soldier was saying to him. It's like Soldier was trying to school him in that live to shut the hell up, and he just kept running his mouth. But see, when they want to take you down, they're going to make sure they take you down. And because he's made a mockery of the judge and her decisions and the court and the probation officers, both of them, Vegas and LA, when they take him down, he going to go down hard. Blueface's day is coming. It's coming. It may not come how we want it, the way we want it, how quickly we want it. It may, because we want him picked up yesterday. But they're going to allow him to keep doing what he's doing. They're going to allow him until they violate the fuck out of him. And then when he gets violated, it's a wrap. There'll be no coming back from this violation. There'll be no wiggle room. There'll be nothing that a paid lawyer can do to get him out of this one, because they will have all types of photographic, video evidence, all of that. Because remember, they could run down on his house at any point in time and tell him to give up his social media. And he don't necessarily have to have anything on his personal social media. All they got to do is run his name. And from what I'm understanding, he has made a laughingstock of the judge and the POs in the offices, that the offices are talking about him. His name is circulating. His name is circulating in judges' chambers. It's circulating in the probation offices. You think they're not watching him? See, this is where criminals get stupid, because you think they don't have social media. As viral as you go, all they have to do is watch The Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, or Hollywood Unlocked. They're going to see what you're doing. They'll find you. And guess what? They'll find all the T pages too. Yeah. Exactly. He can scrub his page all he wants to. His problem is he don't know how to stay off of social media. And he think he's slick, but he not slicker than those of us out here that watch him. I watched him like a hawk in those lives. See, that's why it's good to be able to go back and watch all of the lives from the beginning, because sometimes when you get a notification that they're live, it's not immediately when they hit the live button. It's after they've been on the live for a little while. Then you get a notification. But meanwhile, you done missed all the good stuff from the jump when they first got on. That's why, if you notice, in the beginning of the videos is where you catch him drinking, because there's not a lot of people in that live when he first gets on. My thing with that is, if Soulja Boy's baby mama can hit him with a cease and desist to keep her name out his mouth, then Chrisean need to follow suit. He needs a cease and desist so he don't bring up her name or Junior name no more. That's a whole fact. That's how PIs catch you. Nay, was you in here? Because you asked me about Chrisean throwing the DNA paper at him, and I showed it. Did you see it? They could pay the PO all they want to, but I'm going to tell you why I'm not hitting on that payola anymore. Okay, all right. Because I was like, where's Nay? I'm playing this specifically for Nay. I'm going back to play this because she asked me about this part right here. The reason why I'm not going off of the payola thing anymore is because, number one, they can pay the PO all they want to, but that PO at this point would be jeopardizing their job, because this is so wide and publicly seen. There's no way that they can get away with not taking him down. There's no way that they're not going to be looking at this PO like, what are you doing? Why you haven't arrested him yet? Why you haven't violated him yet? The judge don't have to watch, but there's people that are watching. I don't think the judge is watching it. Well, the judge might not be watching the T pages, but the PO might be. I don't know if his wife works for the probation office. You've been yelling what, Miss Nash? I hope someone could talk Chrisean into keeping attorneys on retainer. Oh, did y'all notice that while she was in Baltimore, when she was talking to Meatball yesterday, was she in Sean and Lisa's house, her godparents? because it looked like it, but I don't know if she was at her brother's house. Sometimes they be watching free to build the case to put you in jail for a long time. Okay. Oh, she was in Arissa's house. Okay. They have, let me tell y'all something about the internet. Okay. She was at Arissa's house. Okay. Now, there are police officers that do nothing but sit and watch the internet all day long. That's what they get paid to do, is watch the internet all day long. There are FBI agents that sit and watch the internet all day long. That's what they do. If anybody has any questions about how they will build an internet case on you, I highly suggest you go watch that King Von video. That what the hell was the boy's name who did it? Because he does some real good documentaries. Does anybody remember his name? Matter of fact, I could pull it up. Give me a second. Trap Lore Ross. That's TRAP space LORE space Ross. He did a whole thing, a whole video on King Von. King Von Rap's first serial killer is what he called it. And it's over. I don't know if it's still over here on YouTube. I know it's over on his Patreon. If you can't find it on YouTube and you have Patreon, yes, Miss Poppington. He did a very good breakdown of how they use the internet connected all of this. Okay. And Henny Glass is in the chat if you watched The Wire on HBO. Cat Eyes, thank you for greeting everybody, because I don't be seeing everyone because I'm not always looking at the screen. So everybody pretty much has watched The Wire. The Wire showed you how they'll build a case against you with phones. They could do the same thing with the internet. So the PO and the judge don't necessarily have to be watching anything, because there are people that are dedicated to do just that. She really is, because it's like I keep seeing her say hi to certain people. I'm like, I didn't see them come in. I didn't see that. Yes, he did the Young Thug. Young Thug's case is another good one. It's another good one. Let me see what you said. I didn't know King Von did all of that. Allegedly, that little boy was off the chain. Yeah, I didn't know he had done all of that stuff neither. But people are saying that they also threw a lot of stuff on Von that he didn't do. Oh, Nana T, I missed you too. I missed all of y'all. We have 418 million people in here, and it feels good to be home. I'm grateful for y'all. But now it is time for me to say goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back tomorrow. I will find us another topic for us to go and break down. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. When y'all rest, rest well. And remember, what do I always say to y'all? Y'all know, love is always love, y'all. Peace. Because I